because I think I could have helped more people. But I'm hopeful that where I am now and the position that I have now and the perspective that I have now can still help people. So in my journey, which is much longer than the last 7 years, when I like look back in time and try to piece together the pieces of where I've been and the sizes I've been everywhere. Um, from a weight perspective, I've been as low as let's think, as low as let's call it 125 and as high as 177. 125 was like closer to college, high school, college. And I was super thin and I like couldn't really figure out why I was super thin, but it was awesome and it felt great. And then I gained a bunch of weight. And the same thing happened probably 15 years later. It was like at my thinnest in 2018. There are photos of me with like a six pack in Italy, like leaning on a boat. And then I was suddenly like the heaviest I'd ever been. I think the stuff that happened in high school was sort of related to what happened to me 15 years later. I was on ADD meds and I was able to sort of just ignore everything that was going on inside of my body because the adrenaline fueled everything. Didn't so much affect my appetite, it just affected all my energy and my ability to like work out hard, and my poor body was just suffering underneath the surface, clearly. So the hard part for my journey has been that I've swung from extreme to extreme in a very short amount of time. So 2018, I was probably 138 pounds, which at my age, I don't know whether my bones have gotten heavier over time or whatever, but I look super thin at 138, like super, super thin. I'm 5'8". This is not really about the poundage, but more just to like give you guys a picture, those of you guys who are listening. So I went from 138, again, six packs, abs, leaning against a boat. We can maybe do some magic here and like put some images up on the screen here on YouTube when we make this into a YouTube, which is my 2025 pledge, to holy God, all of a sudden, it's probably like a year later. So I maintained that weight. Now we're now in 2019. I still look back and I'm like, how did this happen? 2019, we were in Colorado skiing. Maybe I wasn't quite as thin as I was in Italy, but I was like not far from it. My lymphatic system was working. I was 6 months off of the ADD meds. It had taken me a year. There's definitely a possibility that I had like a post ADD med sort of like slump and slide. And I will get into the clothes in a second, but